Hey everyone, Garbage here. So today I need to accomplish a task because in my game currently there are two weapons. We have this AKM style weapon, which technically isn't a AKM for legal reasons, but you know what I mean. And then I also have this M4 AR platform type of weapon as well. Now currently these weapons are functionally identical. The M4 is pretty much just a reskin of the AKM. They don't behave any differently from one another, but I don't want them to be identical. For example, when you aim down the sights of the M4, you can see that the iron sights are not exactly lined up correctly. That's because I'm just using the exact same aim down sights code as I am for the AKM, which does line up correctly. Now, thankfully, this is pretty easy to do. In my game, I use something called an entity component system, or at least my interpretation of one. In my game, every single object in the game is made up of components or little modules that handle small little behaviors. For example, I have a little module for primary fire, and then I have another module for the magazine of the weapon, things like that. And so for the M4, what I'm going to do first is get rid of all the rotation on the x-axis so it flattens out a bit. And then I'm going to raise it a little bit on the y-axis so that the iron sights match up with the middle of the screen. Something like that, maybe tweak it a little bit here or there, but that we got the general idea. And so now when you aim down sights, the iron sights line up correctly and it looks pretty cool. Now you may have noticed that the recoil is really strong on the M4, and that's because again I'm using the exact same code that I'm using for the AKM, which is supposed to have stronger recoil. And again, this is just a simple matter of tweaking a few numbers. And so now when you shoot the M4, it has a much smoother, more linear recoil compared to the AKM, which has a more wilder recoil. In fact, I think you need to tweak the AKM now. And of course, the same thing applies if you want to do something like a holographic sight. You just got to create another module. And then when you shoot the gun in game, it looks really cool. And yes, I will add the actual red holographic later. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But yeah, so now we've successfully added a new feature to the game. If you enjoyed that, like, subscribe, and bell. Links to my Twitter and everything else down below. And as always, have a nice day.